got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll change the look. In motion comes the tight end left. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. This is brought in by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down. Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's across midfield, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Allen's throw is complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go now. Warriors 70. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Drop 60, drop 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey.
Throwing again. Townsend on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Breaks a tackle. And there he goes again. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Cook up the gut. Dances by him, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Allen going to change it up. In motion, the tight end. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The Saints at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Dragon 60. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. trouble here into something else. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Makes the score Bills 21, Saints nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Townsend. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Let's take it inside his own 40. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Allen going to audible to a different look. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw. Townsend. Being chased out left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Townsend. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Let's go now.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Go, Riggs. Go.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
To the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
19 Lions. Mustang 19.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Say, hey. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the gun on 3rd down. Townsend. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Saints. Mecole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cook again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and
he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. 15 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bass to kick off Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Stiff-armed him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out.
On the check.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Chark the motion man right. Throwing on first down. Townsend. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Come on, come on.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. York able to send this one through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The tight end in motion right. On play action, Allen, and going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
Allen going to keep it again. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Allen going to change this at the line. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Allen going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and 5. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense